It was kindergarten. Probably in the winter time, his kindergarten teacher pulled me to the side and asked me to do something about his energy. And so then came spring, and I saw in the neighborhood newspaper that they had soccer starting in the spring. So I said, let me try it. I tried that, and it took off from there. We put him, he was just turned 5, and we put him with, the beginners, the first time kids, and within 2 practices before he hurt anybody, they moved him up. They said he needed to be with people a little bigger, a little stronger, and it took off from there.
At age 8 and 10, he was a big kid for his age. So he had that physical advantage over most of the other kids, but he just loved to play. You could see it in his face. He was just having a blast.
Barry, from a very young age, was a prodigy. I mean, he could have played so many different sports. Basketball, American football, soccer, track and field. He is that type of athlete that truly could have excelled in any sport that he played. Obviously, we're all very happy that he chose soccer in the end. And I think he switched positions. He was a goalkeeper, and I remember when he first switched to attacker, and he excelled immediately as an attacker. Was on teams all around the country, highly scouted as a very young player. He just had that ability to do it all. It was athleticism combined with the technique, the tactical awareness. He was truly special.
Most teams can't play the way we did because they don't have him. We played 3 in the back, and it was because of Barry. And we played 3 in the back in a way that allowed our offensive players to just have the most freedom possible. And we had, I think, 3 guys score 20+ goals, and that's a lot down to Barry. We could attack with 7 guys, and that's hard to defend because we knew if we messed up or that we lost the ball, Barry's back there to help. And it wasn't just him personally, it was his back line, his defense that he was leading that really set us apart. We had all the faith in the world in him that he was going to protect us and he was going to have our backs, and that provided just a ton of freedom for us to play.
I mainly got invested when he got into the nail biters, the championship games, things along those lines, and that's where it was amazing to watch him grow and thrive. Going down to Columbus for the championship games, those were huge because it was one of the nail biters, so I was obviously invested in it, and just watching him succeed in his goals and the love of the sport was just amazing.
He's one of a few people that have single-handedly changed the trajectory of our program, and his ability, his leadership skills, his talent, his enthusiasm for the game, his love of his teammates, and it was just a joy to coach, and anything you ever asked of him as a player back in the 2000s and even to today as an alum who's still really involved. Barry has always been so willing to step up, and when Barry steps up to compete or to do what he does, he wins, and like that's the way he's been after he's graduated in college and in the workforce, and he's positive, and he's a winner. And what he did during his junior and senior seasons, I've never seen anybody do what he did in the way he did it since then. And so just one of the all-time greatest of all time here with St. Ignatius Soccer. And I'm so grateful for what he gave then and continues to give today. It's incredible.
Barry deserves this just as much as any of us. You know, for a lot of us, he was the one that we looked up to from a very young age because of how special he was. And now the world knows it, you know, and he'll be forever enshrined in St. Ignatius glory because of it, and he deserves to be there.
I mean, this is something I never really thought would happen. You know, Ignatius is very special to me. You know, I didn't know about Ignatius until I was probably in 7th grade, maybe into 6th grade. You know, I didn't know about Chico Kyle. I didn't know about the football team. I didn't know about the tradition. After being here and after graduating and after growing up and maturing and becoming an adult, like everything that Ignatius helped shaped who I am, and I'm going to be forever grateful for that. You know, Ignatius was tough for me. You know, school was hard, soccer was hard, everything. You know, it really challenged me in a lot of ways, but it really, for me, set the foundation of who I am today, who I've become, how hard I work, and how I really go about life.
you.